Good afternoon and welcome to the Hall of Fame corner of Dave Niehaus Way and Edgar Martinez Drive. This is the On Deck Show, presented by T-Mobile. Now, here's your host, Aaron Goldsmith.
Well, welcome once again to the On Deck Show, presented by T-Mobile. It is an absolutely gorgeous day to be at the ballpark. I am Mariners broadcaster Aaron Goldsmith, and we got a special treat for you on this one. On this On Deck Show, I have a co-host for the show. They said, Aaron, I'm going to be honest with you, you're just not cutting it. So I said, I've got a great idea. Let me bring on the one and only Gary Hill Jr. G-Man, it's great to be with you.
Well, I'm not helpful,
well,
so
the problem
that's no good.
You hosted some of these on your own too, and they felt like both of us could use some help.
Yeah.
So let's just pair the two together.
Yeah, see how that goes. I'm sure it won't be a train wreck.
No. What's the worst? The sun is out, the roof is open, the Dodgers are in town. You got a couple of first-place teams. What's the worst that could happen in the next 30 minutes?
That's right. I mean, this is pretty great, right? Dodgers are here. Mariners are playing some great baseball. They just took a series from the Houston Astros. Sunny skies, green grass. It's great.
You know, it's funny. I mowed my yard for the first time.
Congrats.
Thank you. Not for the first time. For the first time this season. And, you know, it's funny, when you mow your lawn for the first time each year, you realize what all the rain over the winter does to your lawn. Like all the bald patches, there's unevenness, there's normally some moss of some form or another. And it really makes you question your ability to keep a home, right? Then you come out here where we work for a living and you look at our field, and this is like the Louvre, you know? This is like, there's nothing better than what we are looking at in terms of lawn maintenance, and yet the Mariners grounds crew is working double time. This is the alternate side as well. There's always baseball activity going on here. It is magnificent what the field looks like.
It's perfection. Look at it. It's perfect.
This is one of the great parts of batting practice under normal situations, normal times, to be able to come to the ballpark, step down on the field, and watch the guys swing it for a little bit. We can't do that right now, so the whole point of the On Deck Show presented by T-Mobile is to bring you into the ballpark for 30 minutes or so, talk some Mariners baseball, and let you take in the ambiance of just a great day at the ballpark. Well, we are excited to welcome to the On Deck Show, as they didn't trust the two of us at all unsupervised. So we have one of our good friends, Greg Green, Gigi, the director of all things cool and all things fun with the Mariners, swinging by.
It is printed on my business card.
It is. Gigi, we are your responsibility, at least for the next 10 minutes. It's great to see you.
It's good to see you guys. Congratulations on your first mow. Did you get a certificate or something?
Yeah, I mean,
from your family?
Then once you use the priming bulb for the first time each year, you feel like, it's back, you know?
Yeah, I don't know what that is. I'm on my lawn. I have no idea what you just said.
Exactly. But no, this is, we love the On Deck Show. We love to bring guests on the show as well. And Gigi, the best part of your job now is you can talk about bringing people into the ballpark.
Yes. Isn't that great?
I feel like your job lacks a lot when people can't come in our ballpark.
Yes, it was very two-dimensional last year in many ways, but it's great to have fans back. We've heard from the dugout that they sound loud. It feels like they have a big presence. Fans are all over the park. They're not just in one section. They're all over the park, and they're making a lot of noise. They're helping the team out, and it is just great to have them back. It really is.
Well, we've been so excited for the first couple of homestands that we've been able to have 9,000 fans in the ballpark. And you're right, they sound, especially when the Astros were here, they sound a lot louder than 9,000 fans. But we are excited that more single-game tickets are going on sale, Gigi.
Right, that's right. Coming up Thursday, fans that are signed up for Mariners Mail are going to get a special chance at a free sale. And then on Friday, the tickets go on sale everywhere Mariners team stores, online for our next 20 games, April 30th to June 2nd. And what's more, as they say in the business, we got a whole slew of great promotions coming up too. So we're bringing back the fun and games with some great giveaways, starting right out of the gate when the Orioles come to town, May 3rd to the 5th. We got a retro Kingdome snapback cap. Celebrating.
I like that.
Celebrating. You can put the dome right on your dome there. That's a dad joke for you. You're welcome, both of you.
Dome on the dome.
Yeah. You're welcome.
While I mow my lawn?
Yes, while you mow your lawn. Look at that thing. Isn't that nice?
Oh, that is a
Yeah,
beauty.
celebrating the dome.
Is it a rule that you have to keep the bill flat?
And what's interesting? No, you can curve it if you want.
I think it has to stay flat. If the bill isn't parallel with the earth, you're wearing it wrong.
What's different this year too is with the condensed fans, we're going to be able to give these away at more games.
Oh,
so
nice.
fans can actually get that May 3rd, 4th, and 5th. The first 3,000 fans each game will get one of those caps, which is really cool. And it's presented by our friends at Alaska Airlines.
Okay, now seriously. Well, a number of years ago, the fanny pack.
Yes.
The fanny pack was a big hit. Blow and I wore the fanny pack in the open that night.
Yes.
In fact, I actually pulled binoculars out of it in the open.
It's awesome.
Do you think we could give Lauer power with the King Dome hat
this
on?
is great.
I think
in
he
the
should
open?
be our. I think he should be our model for it.
I don't see why not.
Yes.
Tell me
He would be
someone
open
more
for it.
perfect than Lauer power to model the King Dome hat.
And when this modeling takes place, make sure to alert us. I want to be there.
Okay, so Mariners.com/promotions. Man, Gigi, we have missed the Mariners promotion.
Well, there's more. We got more. So we got another cap giveaway and kind of celebrating a retro time. It might be another one for Mike.
They're
he
all
could just
for
be
Mike.
kind of our year-long model. We've signed him up. And he's going to show up today and wonder what he's got himself into. But we got a neon cap night, a couple of nights taking
Oh, my.
place. Yeah, during the first 2 games of our Cleveland series. Look at that throwback, huh? That is a beauty.
No, is this color true to form?
Yes, it is. And what's nice about this, we're giving away 5,000 of these, May 13th and 14th. We might not even have to turn the lights on with 5,000 of
That's
those
right.
in the ballpark.
The camera is going to break in a moment.
Yes, look at that.
That's amazing.
Yeah, it
You know,
looks like a highlighter got in the wash with that thing.
Gary's an avid runner. I mean, he can log some miles. I think, Gary, if you could run at midnight
That's a great
with that.
nighttime running hat. Yeah, that's right.
So it's kind of a throwback to the 90s. And
Love it.
It's celebration of all things neon. Fun cap.
Side bonus?
Yes, and then against the Tigers, May 17th through the 19th, we got a nice series of totes we're giving away, 3,000.
Gary is a big tote guy.
Yes, I know.
I'm really more of a satchel guy, but totes are good too. Totes are good.
A series of totes.
We got it's during the Detroit series. First 3,000 fans, 21 plus. Get this handsome tote. Look at that.
That's handsome. I still use the Mariners beach bag.
You use all our giveaways.
I've-
Wonderful.
The beach bag.
Maybe you should be the model for all our giveaways.
I am a great tote model.
You really are.
The beach bag has been our family's swim bag for
And
years.
you know, we don't really want to put a limit on this bag and what you can do with it. If you want to use it as a beach bag,
Oh, well,
please,
you
by
had-
all means, use this as a beach bag.
You can, there was a specific beach bag that is still being used on a daily basis, but that is a quality-looking tote. I don't know how you guys come up with this good stuff.
I mean, really, it's a team effort.
You were so bored last year.
Just wait till we get to the end here.
There's more.
There's more. Yeah.
Now, are we getting? Is the quality going? Are we continuing to build? Because it
I'll
seems
let
like
you
a
be,
steady climb.
I'll let you be the judge of this. So
yes.
then we go to our first bobblehead here.
Oh, nice.
Yes, the Bulldog bobblehead, Marco Gonzalez, will be featured over Memorial Day weekend, Thursday, May 27th through Sunday the 30th. Each game, fans will be getting, first 5,000 fans will get one of these Marco Gonzalez bobbleheads.
Is Marco upset that his new hair is not depicted in the?
I think that's
bobblehead?
fair. Yeah, if I was Marco, I would be upset. And maybe fans can draw on their own.
They can draw it on. Yeah,
Yeah.
it'll be fine.
Thanks, Dad.
It'll be the update to next year's series.
Okay,
If he
very
keeps the
nice.
flow.
You know, I apologize for this question in advance. I feel like I should know the answer to this, but has there been a Marco bobble?
I think this might be Marco's bobble debut.
I feel
I feel like it is. Yeah.
His rookie bobblehead.
We need a
Well,
Vitali
this is
bobble.
exciting.
Yeah. That would be quite a bobble. With a
Okay,
beard.
so now I am when a player gets a bobble, especially a first-time bobbler like Marco, do we approach Marco and say, "Hey, congratulations, this is happening"? Do we just do it? I mean, because I would think you just do it. You just float that. I mean, it's more not that you anticipate that a player will say, "I'll pass on the bobble,"
Yeah.
but it's more. I mean, this is a real
It's an
thing.
honor, yeah.
It is an honor.
You know, we will share the bobbles with the guys. A lot of times they want to distribute to their family and friends and a lot of the charities they're involved with. So we definitely get the players involved in that respect.
Well, that's good for Marco.
Yeah.
I mean,
But you're
three-time
right.
opening day starter. He should have a bobblehead.
Yeah, he's got his bobblehead.
I mean,
But I agree with you. It needs the flow going forward.
Well, I mean, you should have had me in on the meetings. Why are we just now talking?
Because you, unlike anybody else, understands hair. All right, so and then we wrap up our kind
Did
of
you know
next
Gigi
26
was going to go the whole show? Were you
I
aware
am,
of this?
yeah.
It's
How much
just-
time do I have? Another 45, 50 minutes?
You got plenty of time. You're fine.
Good. Last
Keep
thing, last thing. JP PJ Pants Night.
What?
Yes. We are featuring our Gold Glove shortstop on pajama pants.
This is
because
great.
if you flip JP, what do you get? PJs, right? Look at this. JP's face
Now,
and on PJs.
That's the greatest.
is that Egyptian cotton?
Yeah, that is fine. The top cotton.
Now, the real question I ask again, do you inform JP that you're making pajama pants with his face on it?
I think you should go down there and tell him.
Like, I haven't had a face-to-face conversation with JP in literally years, and the first one's going to say,
Hey, JP, check this out.
Check out my PJs.
Yes. So June 1st and June 2nd against the Oakland A's. The first, the first 5,000 fans are going to take these home. Isn't that great?
Yeah.
I think it's spectacular.
Look at that.
I just love the fact, that's a pretty good
I'll tell you what. If
Yeah.
I guess
He's
if
very
you-
happy.
If you ask JP, he would go getting honored with JP PJ Pants first, Gold Glove second, right?
I mean,
Yeah, I'm sure.
That would be probably where he would rank those things.
I just like the fact that it took a lot of hours for someone to design these.
No doubt.
And I just like the fact that somebody on their computer, some graphic artist, was photoshopping J.P. Crawford's face off of an image to put on a pair of pajamas.
Yeah.
I mean, that's how these things happen.
Special, yeah.
Those look phenomenal.
Those are going to be great.
Gary, how many games the rest of the year will you be wearing these to?
Oh, every game the
Yeah.
rest of the year.
Last question for you guys.
We're on radio.
Yeah. Do we get Blow to
Will.
have these as well?
Can I?
Oh,
I
this
must
is going to
say,
be great. It's-
Nobody is a more avid pajama wearer.
I think we could actually get him like a few of these items at once. He could hold
And
the
see-
bobblehead with the pants and the hat, holding the tote.
Normally, I would feel uneasy about telling that tale out of school, but I'm telling it on the internet, so there's 0% chance that Mike finds out about it. So I feel perfectly fine. Yeah, I think Blow would rock some
Absolutely.
JP PJs.
JP PJs, yeah.
Now, what I'm really excited for is hearing Rick read the promos for JP PJs. Because there will be copy
Yes.
for us. Rick, the most decorated broadcaster that we have,
Future Hall of Fame.
yes, we'll be reading promos
PJs.
for PJs.
That Tyler will vote.
Thank you, Tyler. All right, we've
Unless he refuses, and then
it's
we will.
Yeah, just passes them down.
I think I've blown past my. Is it ready? Are we time for first pitch now? Are we gone to there?
It's almost time to eat.
Yeah.
Hey, we have value games.
Oh
Value games
yeah.
are back.
So this is awesome. So yeah, starting in early May, we have a whole series of value games coming back. Mariners fans can go to mariners.com/value, and starting Thursday, if they're Mariners Mail subscriber, Friday, they can get $10 view level seats, select view level seats, which is awesome. What a great way to bring the family out to the ballpark. Last time I took my family to a movie, it was way more to go to a movie than it was to go to a ball game. So it's a great way for family, friends, anybody to come out and check out it.
Yeah, by the way, I know we do touch on Mariners Mail often,
Yeah.
I would say, over the course of telling our great fans about what's going on. But mariners.com/mail, very
Sign up.
simple. Sign up, type in your email address, and we're pushing everything your direction that you need to know about how to get into the ballpark, what's going on with the Mariners, what's going on, not just here, but the whole organization, farm system stuff. I mean, this is,
Breaking news.
yes, this is our direct
You will
line of
be dialed
communication.
in. You're dialed in if you're in Mariners Mail.
So we hope you sign up for that as well. Gigi, is there anything what you have done is you've just showed us what you have done for a living for the last 6 months.
This is all I've been doing. Figuring out how to get our Gold Glove shortstop on the pajama
And I'm
pants.
sorry that your grand reveal involves Gary and me. So, but that's just.
This has been fun.
I mean,
Gigi, you gave me a really good laugh yesterday.
I did.
Yeah. I did not know the backstory. Do you know Aaron? This is a good
Jeez.
test question. Do you know the song "Who Let the Dogs Out"?
that's my ringtone when you call me.
I did not know the backstory about how that. For anyone that went to ball games here in 2000, it was the anthem. You would hear it I don't know, roughly 30 times a night. Is that about right?
Yeah.
About 30
to
times a night?
100. Yeah.
I did not know the backstory of how that came about, and that was fabulous. I saw the story on your
backup
screen
catcher
yesterday.
Joe Oliver was the first one that got it. And then A-Rod took it, and then it became the team.
And then it was played
blew up.
Yeah, it blew up. It was everywhere. They were here.
everywhere.
They played the song.
They played in the pen. Yeah.
Yeah.
They came to the ballpark.
I saw your story, and for anyone that was here during that time, I just laughed and laughed because it was so funny.
Yes.
And then it played here, and you get that nostalgic, like, whoa, because I hadn't heard that song in this building in, how long has it been? Forever.
Since our last Park at the Park.
That's right.
we play it then, but other than that, we never play it.
How many years is this for you with the Mariners, Gigi?
I started as a seasonal DJ, backup DJ in '95.
And now you're a full-time DJ.
Yes, now I get to do it full-time when Tyler schedules me.
Boy, good time to start, my man.
Yeah, it was a blast. It was so much fun. It's been getting to work in the Kingdom and come over here, open this ballpark, see all these amazing players, and it has been so much fun. Such a blast. And
what a ride, man.
Yeah, absolutely.
And now you're designing PJs and toes. I mean, you just imagine what the next 10 years are going to hold.
Look, Mom, I made
it. The big leagues.
So is the Gigi a part of the On Deck show henceforth?
Oh, for sure.
I think that's part of it. Yeah. Okay.
Look at this. It was fantastic.
Yeah.
This was fun. I feel like I filibustered a little bit. I feel like you have other things you want to talk about.
No, I mean, it's me and Gary. we talk enough. If this was a normal night, Gigi, I'll let you leave after this. Normal night, the world is not upside down. Well, let's get it more upright. And you're in the ballpark, and you can eat anywhere you want tonight. It's 70 degrees. The sun is out. You got a 7 o'clock first pitch. Dodgers in town. First place. Where are you going? Where are you eating?
With this weather?
Yes.
You got to go fish. You got to go something lighter. Right?
Yeah, you're going.
I'm going Ivers. I'm going to the Crab Shack. I'm going fish.
I like that. Yeah. It is a little heavy for a pasta night.
Yeah.
A little warm.
A little aggressive.
Yeah, no Alfredo tonight. All right, I like that answer. I was thinking salmon sandwich.
That's where I would go.
Too.
Yeah.
So I haven't had that in a while.
I know. We're on the same page. Gigi, it's been real, man.
It's been fun. Thank you, guys.
Thanks for hanging out.
Good to see you.
Mariners.com/promotions. Mariners.com/Gigi.
No, that'll get you nowhere. 404 error.
Well, Gigi ate up all of our time. But the good news is that was the best part, so it's kind of downhill from here. But hey, Gare, from a baseball perspective, man, this is, anytime you get a chance to play the Dodgers, it's kind of a fun thing because it's an interleague deal, and the Dodgers, 8 straight division titles, world champions last year, and let's see, they have
playing well.
They have
year,
like everybody back.
Yeah,
they're on a 130-some win pace or whatever it might be.
That's sustainable.
Yeah, exactly. But we are both really looking forward to this series for so many reasons, but primarily both these teams playing very well right now.
Absolutely, and the Dodgers playing great. They, as you point out, they return everyone. They're loaded. Some of the biggest stars in the game, which is fun to see in person. We think about what we missed last year and what the fans missed. Fans haven't had a chance to see Mookie Betts in person in over a year. Fans could not watch him play in person, and so now you get a chance to see him in person. And of course, you have the Seager storyline as well, which is great. But Mariners are playing fantastic baseball too, and especially when you look at the top of the order and the consistent damage that is being done when you go through Mitch Haniger, Ty France, and Kyle Seager, and it has been phenomenal. And fingers crossed tomorrow we can add Kyle Lewis to that mix as well. And, it's been really fun. Ty France in particular, it's been said by everybody, he can just hit. He can just hit.
Do we need to come up with something better than that?
I think so. I think so. But
it is true.
It's a laser show every time he's stepping to the dish at this point. I mean, Houston, I was looking at the series. He hit 8 balls in that series over 100 miles per hour in the series.
It's crazy.
It's wild.
Yeah, that trio at the top has been electric. I was looking at Haniger ranks today among American League outfielders. Tied for first in hits, first in ribbies, first in hard hit balls put in play, third in OPS, third in WRC plus. So I guess anybody can just miss like a year and a half and return and be an all-star.
Isn't that amazing?
It's incredible.
It's the most amazing part. And really, from the first day we saw him in the spring, it's like, wow, he looks great. I mean, you would expect some, I don't know, rust to be knocked off at some point, or some scuffle at some point along the way, and we have just seen none of that. He has been bona fide all-star right out of the gates. And defensively, too, it's easy to overlook because he's been so good offensively. He's made a handful of great plays already in right field.
He has. He's been doing it all, and it's been awesome to have him at the top of the order as well. What a galvanizer for Scott Service and the Mariners at the very top. Well, we're glad you're with us here on the On Deck Show presented by T-Mobile. We're taking you inside the ballpark. Mariners doing a little BP. Justin Dunn is always vibing into something out there.
Great glove.
Yeah, great glove, great Jordans as well. No surprise for either one of those. Gary, I want to take a few minutes, and I want to let the good people know about just an awesome project you have taken on this year, Mariners Memories. And this is something that you can hear played on Mariners Sunday Magazine, which airs 2 hours before first pitch every Sunday. So typically, if the Mariners are at home, Mariners Magazine is at 11 o'clock, an hour before the pregame show, 2 hours before first pitch. But if you don't happen to be near your radio at that time on Sunday, you can always catch Mariners Memories on the Mariners Official Baseball Podcast, a.k.a.
Mariners Pod.
Mariners Pod, which is everywhere. Wherever you find your podcast, you can find Mariners Pod. And there are how many episodes all-time of Mariners Pod?
I think yesterday was 696.
Oh, can I be a guest on number 700?
Yes, you can.
That'd be great. I mean, I won't say much. I'll just come on and say hi.
Hey, I'm here, 700.
Yeah. Okay, great. Going to be part of history.
Yeah.
Almost 700 episodes.
I know.
All right. So, first of all, before we get into the nitty-gritty of it, and we're going to play a clip of this in a minute, please tell us, first of all, big picture, Mariners Memories, what is it?
So we're basically visiting with Mariners from the past, from all different eras, and players, coaches, and just sitting down and having a conversation, telling stories and talking about their careers and what they're doing now. For example, the first one we did was Scott Bradley, who played with the Mariners as a catcher in the late 80s and early 90s. He's been the head coach at Princeton for the last 24 years. Super fun conversation. That one is up already. So on the radio, we'll hear a shorter version of the conversations, like 12 minutes, and then on the podcast, they'll be a little more expansive.
4 hours?
Yeah, 4-hour conversation.
But you go for a long time.
Yeah, I mean, the Scott Bradley, the one that's up, is 30 minutes, which is, he tells so many great stories, and the imagery. He's the one that caught Randy Johnson's no-hitter, for example. And I hear him tell the story about, the Mike Heath swing, and then he describes it as Gulliver's Travels, as you have all these normal-sized people surrounding Randy Johnson, who's like head above everyone, and they're all jumping on him. It is so funny. It's such a great description. And then he goes really inside baseball about how they got Randy Johnson to that point, which is pretty interesting too. It's fun. It's just fun.
And you talked to someone today for the latest.
Yes. Our most recent one that is going to be up on the podcast tomorrow is Jim Presley. And Presley, he told some great stories, and one of my favorites was him talking about the 20 strikeout game he was playing with the Mariners in '86 when they faced Roger Clemens. And this is a clip from telling the story about facing Roger Clemens that night.
I was involved in the strikeout record when he struck us in Boston that night. That was pretty impressive. Now, I will say this. There was the umpire behind the plate after about the 6th, 7th inning. When he realized that this guy was going for a record, that plate got, instead of 17, it was 20, and it was from, shoulder to knee. And he would tell you, hey, you better be hacking. Because, everybody was getting into it. And he's trying to go for the record. And Phil Bradley was behind me, and I told Phil, I said, listen, now this is a great story, and this did happen. I said, I'm going to put it on you because I'm not being the record strikeout for this game and be on ESPN for the next 30 years. And I swung at the first pitch. It was about 2 inches in the other batter's box, hit a ground ball back to him, and I wanted to raise my arms in victory. And when I turned first base, there were batteries coming at you on the field because they were really wanting that record.
That's so great. But it wasn't you.
No, it wasn't me. I went into my two-strike approach, which I never had a two-strike approach until that night, from the on-deck circle. All right, I was not going to be that guy that was punching out. Yeah, I wasn't being that guy on ESPN for the next 30 years.
I mean, it's hard to pick out a favorite point in that, but my favorite, I think, is I never had a two-strike approach, but I walked from the on-deck circle with a two-strike approach. That is a great conversation.
It is so fun, and the stories, and you really get – I mean, they would never tell you that at the time, right?
Right.
Of what really was going through their mind as you're facing Roger Clemens, and he is mowing down everybody. And you're right. I mean, it is so funny to hear. Can you imagine? I mean, he's striking out everybody, and you're like, put the ball in play, throw your arms up in the air. I mean, that's what you would feel like, right? Yes, I put it in play. Sure, it was a ground out right back to him, but whatever, I put it in play.
That is wonderful.
So great.
Brian Price is somebody you spoke to
recently?
recently?
Yeah, just spoke to Brian Price today.
Okay.
So that's going to come up in a couple of weeks. Charles Gibson is coming up next week, which is really fun. Brian Price was so fun to talk to today. I think we spoke for like an hour. So many great stories to tell because I don't think people remember this. He was, of course, the pitching coach, longest tenured pitching coach in Mariners history, but he was a player in the minor leagues for the Mariners as well, and he was playing Double-A at the time, and he talks about playing Double-A with an 18-year-old Ken Griffey Jr. who was on the team, which is pretty great.
Most of these guys must love going down memory lane.
Yeah.
And talking about this stuff.
They really do, and they love talking about their teammates too, and talking about some guys are still in touch with, and they talk to and see, and reliving some really great memories from them. And it's fun to get their perspective on some of the great moments in Mariners history. And it's also fun to hear some stories that I've never heard before, which I heard a couple from Brian Price today, which is pretty great. It's fun. It's been really fun.
So you can catch it each and every Sunday on Mariners Sunday Magazine, 2 hours before first pitch, but you can always find it on the official Mariners baseball podcast, Mariners Pod, wherever you find it, your podcast. And, for those who maybe haven't listened to the podcast before, the podcast is obviously a lot more than just Mariners memories. You got all kinds of content on there.
Yeah, generally we recap the game from the night before. It's usually 3 times a week at this point, and we have some great interviews. I mean, we're always talking to players and coaches and whatnot, so we get some really good insight on the podcast. So there's all kinds of stuff there. I think Mariners fans will really enjoy it. You should check it out.
It's kind of like the DVR of Mariners radio.
Yeah. Don't feel like you need to start at number 1 and work your way through. I mean, you don't feel like you have to do that, but
pick it up in a recent episode.
Yeah, I would do that. Yeah.
But subscribe, download, do the whole thing. Mariners Pod. It's fantastic. G-Man, hey, look, there's your name. Did you know that? Did you make that graphic?
Yeah,
that's what I thought.
I did.
And had your handiwork on it. Gary, this has been fun, man.
This has been fun.
Thanks for hanging out.
Thanks for having me.
Our thanks also to Greg Green. Remember, mariners.com/promotions to find out all the good stuff coming your way. Single game tickets, a reminder, go on sale this Friday, April 23rd. For Mariners' 3rd, 4th, and 5th homestands. Those homestands range from May 30th to June 2nd. So a lot of good stuff coming your way, and we love having you in the ballpark. And hopefully at some point we'll be able to have even more of you in the ballpark. You can keep up to speed with all of that by just being a subscriber to Mariners Mail, mariners.com/mail. Well, we'll be back with another On Deck show. April 30th, 4:30, before the Mariners play the Angels. Until then, we're so glad you could be with us here today. You can catch the game tonight, Game 1 against the Dodgers. Pregame coverage on the Mariners radio network begins at 6 o'clock. You can catch the pregame show on Root Sports as well at 6:30 for our 7:10 first pitch. Justice Sheffield up on the mound against Dustin May. So, until the 30th of April against the Angels at 4:30. For Gary Hill, I'm Aaron Goldsmith. Glad you could join us. We'll talk to you then.
That wraps up this afternoon's broadcast. We appreciate you tuning in to the On Deck Show presented by T-Mobile.